Welcome back, everybody, for more Symbiotic Titan Unveiled. Last time we reintroduced the show and dived into what exactly happened to Symbiotic Titan. Today, we journey back to this masterpiece to examine and analyze its reoccurring antagonists. First, obviously, be sure to leave a like if you don't mind helping us fight against the madness that is the algorithm, and let's begin. Starting with the stories and our protagonist's main villain, General Mula, also known as Mula, is the main antagonist in Symbiotic Titan. Once a general of the planet Gallaluna and a dear friend to the king, we know very little about Mula before his takeover, but it's revealed he likely knew Lance's father and additionally was one of Gallaluna's most decorated warriors. However, during a battle on the enemy homeworld of Mula, the Gallalunan forces were defeated and barely made it out alive. Somehow, Mula was left behind, presumed dead by the hands of the Multani. However, something else entirely happened on this hostile world. Mula turned malevolent towards his own people, seeing his situation as abandonment. Mula somehow harnesses a strange power and succeeds in establishing communication with the beast of Mutrad, and eventually, after becoming their leader, had everything he needed to lead the Mutradi on a genocidal invasion of Gallaluna for revenge. In one fell swoop, the Gallalunan Empire fell, its army scattered, cities leveled, king captured, and princess fleeing into the unknown of space. General Mula's goal is now to seek and extinguish the last embers of the royal family so that his rule can be absolute. Mula is a tyrant, showing no emotions in the series other than mild anger or obsessiveness. He does not accept failure from those below him, and he's even been shown to execute those who don't complete their mission, even if they directly had no actual interaction in the event. As a battle-hardened general, despite having legions of Multani at his disposal, Mula seems to have no qualms about entering battle himself. When the Royal Guard resistance tried to take him down, he easily beat them all in hand-to-gun combat despite his apparent age, even strangling one man with his bare hands, breaking a Gatling gun with his bare hands, and ragdolling the entire group altogether. Despite his apparent age, he is incredibly agile and strong to the point to where it seems supernatural. In flashbacks, when Lance was still a child, he was skilled enough to shut off 2 active Manus armors in the Shadow of Youth episode with nothing but his own, once again, hands. The oversized hat he wears seems to possess a green eye that allows him to command and communicate with the Mutradi and can even fire energy blasts that vaporize their targets. I believe this object was attained from his time on the Multani homeworld, and is what led to his current dictator-like crusade against the royal family. Perhaps some type of telepathic brain parasite that is actually, controlling him or working with him, who knows, but either way. In his pursuit of the princess, Mula shows an obsessive need to finish off any loose ends. Maybe his time as a general has shown him that giving the enemy a martyr only backfires. This extends to him sending massive Multani beasts one after another to find and kill our protagonist. At one point, sending one of his closest subordinates, though who was no match for Team Titan, even in death sent off a probe and alerted Mula to the true presence of the Symbiotic Titan. It's clear, with each beast battle, Mula learns and sends increasingly more dangerous threats to counter the Titan, some that are almost indestructible, some that attack the Titan telepathically or mentally or psychologically, even sending the adorable Tashi 369 to Earth in a rocket designed to literally nuke the solar system. At one point in the end series, he even deploys 3 monsters to Earth at once as an obvious declaration that he's tired of his previous failures. Now, of course, with these alien invasions so rampant, the forces of Earth are scattering to develop countermeasures, and the man put in charge of hunting Symbiotic Titan appears to be Army Commander General Julius Steele, voiced by John DiMaggio. General Steele is to Symbiotic Titan what Jay Jameson is to Spider-Man. From episode 1, Steele pursues our protagonist with a level of determination we'd think he had prior contact with aliens. Maybe a different type of alien if we're considering the United States military. But Steele pictures that the arrival of these aliens as a sort of arms race, and that Titan not only brought the aliens to Earth, but as a bigger threat, which in part of that he's actually not wrong. To this end, we see General Steele will go through great lengths to gain the edge, so to speak. From spying on the protagonist, firing on the Titan at literally every given chance, causing kaiju-level events from his own negligence in order to gain power to combat these giant threats, or even repurposing the debris of a Multani craft sent to Earth and creating his own monster fighting machine, the Hammer, which he constantly says throughout the series. All at the expense of US taxpayers, by the way. And though it proves effective and nigh unstoppable at first, unlike Titan, the Hammer wasn't adaptable and ultimately was taken out of commission in only its second monster fight. Despite his very stern and reckless attitude, still is an incredibly brave man, and stared death straight in the face as he willingly stood face to face, pistol drawn, against the creature that defeated the Hammer and even taunted it to finish him off. Following General Steel, we have to talk about GS3, also known as the Galactic Guardian Group, seemingly led by the mysterious Solomon. Unlike General Steel in the US military, GS3 is a privately funded clandestine operation that conducts research on the extraterrestrial to safeguard Earth. Sounds a little cliche and familiar, but GS3 proves to be the most formidable of Titan's enemies, with technology that actually dwarfs the rest of Earth. Even have something called a wave motion cannon, which didn't really have an effect on the Multrati beast, but did distract it long enough for Titan to kick into gear and cut it to pieces. Now, one of their biggest advantages seems to actually be their information network, which is adept enough to allow them to monitor and spy on and eventually kidnap Lance and Alana. Their field leader is Solomon, a very stoic man who appears to have a history with General Steel. Solomon actually proves to be both an ally and adversary to the Titan, in moments even revealing his own personal identity, which was still leading to a larger setup of trickery, but the overall goal was to simply learn more about Titan. At one point in the series, after a tragic event that left Octus functionally dead, Solomon even takes Lance and Alana under the protection of GS3 and engages Steel in the military to protect them. Solomon is shown often in the series trying to lead Teen Titan and even General Steel to a peaceful resolution. And I genuinely say, despite the heavy-handed tactics of GS3, Solomon and the group altogether were actually trying to protect the Earth and its people, though the same case can be made for General Steel. He's just a little more American about it. One crucial thing is that whoever the true leader of GS3 is, they are never revealed. It's only known that they are the one that somehow revived Octus in the end of the series, and that's never explained, which leads to yet another one of the main questions left unanswered at the end of Symbiotic Titan. Just like, what happened after Mula sent 3 beasts to Earth and failed? What information did he get from Alana's father about the Titan? What is Octus? What does Lance's dad have to do with all of this? I don't know, none of us know, but join me for more videos because we'll be attempting to explore these for some time to come. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. I truly appreciate you, and overall, and most important, remember, stay sane and stay safe.